I'm En Rui. I'm actually a freelance model. I do content creation on the side and I'm also doing legal work for a tech company. We bought this place in December 2020. We moved in about April 2022. This is really a family home. I bought this place together with my parents. We kind of tore the old house down and we built it from scratch. So the entire construction took about a year and a half, inclusive of the planning and getting approvals for the place. The land is about 1,642 square feet. The build-up is 3,600 square feet. I stay in this house with my family. One of the criteria I told my parents is that I wanted my own privacy, I wanted my own space. We decided that the third floor, the last floor, we would design it some form of a studio apartment. So I have my own living space, my own dining space, my own bedroom where I can host my friends and everything. My family's, the rooms is on the second floor and the first floor is like general space. We had very clear-cut vision of how we wanted our space to be. I'm very particular about it and I wanted to do it myself. So my dad and I, we kind of designed the entire house from scratch. We used 3D app. My parents have more say on the first and second floor because there is where they reside. And I have free play to design how I want the third floor to be. One of the concepts that I wanted is that I wanted it to be very clean looking. So I decided to employ white color or different shades of white. The issue with white is that it can come off as very cold, it can come off as very plain, it can come off as very not very welcoming. Sometimes friends come over, maybe they feel very scared to sit down. If they spill drinks and they drop food around. So I wanted to kind of break that and balance it out with using textures to make it feel more welcoming. So I decided to go with boucle instead of leather. I decided to go with a rug that is high power. So I think this adds a certain level of warmth and it welcomes people to come sit on it. I didn't want to have too striking colors. So I decided to also balance out the white with using raw materials and raw elements. I think these are like little design spices that give a contrasting look to just white and textures. I use a lot of glass, I use a lot of mirrors to visually open up the space. Between my bedroom and my bathroom is a clear piece of glass. So it's like a hotel vibe, like a staycation vibe. You're there and there's nothing blocking your view. The whole third floor is very much a self-contained space. I don't have to go down to the first floor if I want to get a drink, if I want to have food, because I have a pantry on the third floor. So the whole space here is basically designed to suit my every living need, except laundry. I don't have a washing machine here. When I design the space, I decide to bring in a lot of natural lighting. I love natural lighting. Even when taking videos and photos, I feel like it's the most flattering. My balcony is an open balcony. It's an open space where friends, we can have hot pots at night, but in the day, it allows the natural light to come into the living space. As most residential houses, landed houses, we are governed by something called an envelope. So there is a part of the building that has to fit into the envelope, and that's why you see the sloped roof. We make use of this requirement and we turn it into something good. So I open up skylights that you can see above my bed and also above the bathtub. I take care of myself very much, including taking care of my skin, my hair, and how I look. I would say I don't really have a very specific wardrobe style because I'm always open to experimenting the different trends in terms of fashion. I personally feel that we need to break the stereotype that there are clothes for guys and there are clothes for girls. I feel like clothes are non-gendered. You should be free to express yourself in terms of your dressing. In terms of color, I like monochromatic colors. I have a lot of black, a lot of white clothing. The entire middle section of my wardrobe is allocated to black and white only. At times, maybe if I'm going for an event, then I'll have something that is loud. I do have this very shimmery looking top that I wore for an event. But usually I just go with black and white, and I play with the different silhouettes when it comes to the clothing. I would say my favorite furniture is really the carpet, the rug. I'm not sure why, but it really softens up the space and it really invites people in. I have many friends over for meals or to hang out, to just chill at my place. And what we all really like to do is actually to sit on the carpet and around the coffee table. In fact, I think that they sit on the carpet more than they sit on the sofa. So if you ask me, I feel like that was probably the best investment I made. It brings out the most personality in the home. Even Jasper, yeah, even Jasper, because it's just so comfortable. Three things that I cannot live without. My speakers. I'm a very music person. When I get ready, I like to turn on the music. When I'm working, I like to have music playing in the background. Even when I'm sleeping, sometimes I just like to have just soft music playing in the background. So I feel like it just sets the mood for everything. So I have surround sound speakers everywhere, in the living space, in the bedroom, even like a speaker I can bring into the shower if I wanted to. Another thing I cannot live without is the smart home system. Everything here is smart home. So it's connected to a single hub. Everything I can control using my phone, and in fact, I can use voice command to switch on the light, even close the curtains. I guess I'm lazy. That's why the smart home system is such a great investment. New homeowners should consider getting a smart home system. I think the third thing that I cannot live without is probably the aquarium on the first floor. I have a 3-meter long aquarium and I've taken care of it very well. So I am into the fish keeping hobby. I love fishes. I have an alligator gar called Haku and I have 4 stingrays. They bring nature into my house. I think that we live in pretty much a concrete jungle. In Singapore, everywhere you turn there's buildings, but there is a part of me that actually do love nature. When I built my aquarium, I ensured that I have space to plant my plants. There is a full plant wall on the aquarium. So I started the fish keeping hobby back in university. It started off with me keeping a couple of little jars with fighting fishes inside. And then the hobby grew on me and my little jars became bigger tanks. But at that point of time, the apartments we live in were very small. So there is a certain size limit that we can have without taking up too much space. It was my dream to keep a big fish. Therefore, I need a big aquarium. And so when we moved to a landed house, one of the first few things that I allocated my budget to was to build a big aquarium. It took me about 4 months altogether to build and set it up and mature the tank before I brought in Haku and his 4 friends, the stingrays. Haku is what we call a platinum alligator gar. Alligator gars originate from North America. but they're very common here in Singapore. And they are not illegal to keep. A lot of people ask me whether they're illegal. They are not illegal, they just get very big, so you need a big space for them to swim around. He has a color deficiency that makes him all white in color. A normal alligator guy is actually more greyish, brownish, so he is very unique. And if you look at it from the top view, he has like the head of an alligator and he has very sharp teeth. But that saying, he's actually not generally an aggressive fish. There are aggressive fish breeds that will attack because they are territorial, or they will attack other fishes because they want to be the alpha dominant fish. Whenever I feed my fish, and I hand feed Haku all the time, people will always ask me in my comments in TikTok, right, whether he has bitten me before or whether he will bite me when I'm cleaning the aquarium. And the truth is that he does not. He does not because I will make sure to let him know that I am not food. So once he knows that I'm not food, he's not going to bite me. Personality-wise, he's actually a very lazy fish. He will move around and he'll come to me when he knows that I'm feeding him, but most of the time he just lounges. I initially didn't think of taking videos and putting him on TikTok or social media. But there was a day I just decided, you know what, maybe I can just share a short video of me feeding him or just interacting with him. And so when I posted the video, it kind of blew up. I did not expect to start on this journey like that. I've always posted little TikTok videos, but nothing special. When this video blew up, it made me realize that actually, hey, maybe I should create more content of Haku. So just to spread the word about fish keeping hobbies and how it can be quite fun keeping a fish at home. I had people coming up to me and asking me advice on, like what should I start, how should I start an aquarium. People seem to be very fascinated by Haku and the fish breed that he is. I try to be as genuine as I can on social media. So when I first started posting my videos with Haku, I actually did not even bother to do my hair and dress up, and I just wear my Uniqlo singlet and shorts and my Crocs and I just feed Haku in them. But on my content, you do see two sides of me, dressed up and non-dressed up, and they're both me. I feel like people just have to understand that we're all just normal people off social media. Sometimes we put KOLs on a pedestal or they live such a great life, or all their life is just aesthetic. And a lot of them are all very normal people with normal struggles and normal thoughts, just trying to make it and survive in this very competitive society. And I think that there is nothing wrong with wanting to project our best self on social media, looking our best, or speaking our best, or singing our best, whatever that you post on social media. We cannot let the judgment of other people change us. There are people who take criticism very seriously or very strongly on social media, especially you have a lot of keyboard warriors hiding behind anonymous accounts, saying nasty things, and I feel like we should be more encouraging. I feel like we should spread love and not hate. So a lot of young people on social media, they fall prey, they fall victim to a lot of these critical comments. And I think my advice with them is surround yourself with genuine people. Don't just read these comments and feel insecure because of it. It's okay that you want to project the best self that you are on social media, but you are more than your social media account. You have also a life. You are a person with feelings, with struggles. And so don't just live a social media life, but surround yourself with genuine friends that will speak the truth to you, that will also encourage you, and yeah.